better hope that you don't mind my saying this, but there's something wrong with your face. If you don't mind, I can just fix it for you very quickly. Yeah, don't even worry about it. I'm going to call a friend of mine. Excuse me, FBI? Yes, we have a criminal investigation on this person's face. Excuse me one moment. I'm just going to, yeah, it is quite tragic. Okay, you're not going to do anything about it? Like usual. Okay, cool. Bye. Alrighty then. Well, they're going to be proven to be useless, so I'm just going to be measuring your face really quickly with this like really interesting like ruler. It's got buttons on it. I don't even know if it works. Even if it does work, I'm like, what kind of a battery? Who gets a battery for something this tiny? It is a good ruler though. I'm going to ask you to just stay very still for me. And I'm just going to be measuring you really quickly. Stay very still for me, please. I'm going to be just going in really quickly. And I'm just going to be measuring you out. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just going to do it horizontally now. I'm just going to go in and just measure this horizontally. What is this? It is a sophisticated piece of technology that I don't think you would quite understand. It's a technological, decalogical tool. So I'm just going to need you to stay very still, okay? Very good. Once again, I'm going to look at the little differences between your eyes just to see the little space right there, okay? And then perhaps between your lips right there, okay? And then between the distance between the corners of your eyes to the bottom of your mouth, okay? And then on the other side for me, okay? Yeah, all right. Yes, this is quite sad. Have you ever considered praying to the rosary just so that way God could give you another face? You shouldn't do it, no. I mean, it's vanity, but at the same time, I just want to see how sad your life is. It's tragic when you get to that point. I mean, what was that? You prayed that God would end your life and put your soul into the body of Megan Fox. I mean, who hasn't been there? So let's just look at a little bit of this time to see how much we have left, okay? I'm just going to be, what was that? Oh no, I'm just going to see, I'm going to be scanning your face really quickly. I need you to understand that as you get older, everyone's just going to be getting old. And like, when you get old, no one really cares what you look like anymore, because you're like, you know, like who cares? Like you're old, like you're not going to be having babies, like no one cares. So you're going to find that when you're like an old lady, you're going to get like a lot of like random old men who finally learned how to be like romantic, and they're all going to like offer you like little flowers and be all like gentlemanly and sweet with you, and you're going to be like, Bill, where were you like 53 years ago? Where was my flowers 53 years ago, Bill? And then you go on your little old lady walk, because you just need your old lady walk to like, you know, extend your little old lady legs because they're like old and you need to like keep your circulation up, and you're just going to kind of like ignore them, but you're also going to be like pish posh when like, you know, people are like, oh, he's flirting with you, and it's like, yeah, that's great. Bill's a flirt. He gives all the old ladies around town flowers. Okay, yeah, you've got about like 25 years, so that's unfortunate. 25 years, depending on like it, time goes faster, so stay very still for me. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a water application. It's just Frankenstein with Scarecrow Man, and then like a little pumpkin. Do you like pumpkins? Nothing's been the same since the agricultural revolution. The Mesopotamians really just had to figure it out now, didn't they? Now we're just going to do a little bit more spraying right here, and right there, and right there, and right there. What did they figure out? Fencing and seeds. They were like, oh yeah, no, if you throw seeds in this part of the spot or whatever, you'll get vegetation, and if you put animals in a fence, you don't have to hunt them anymore. And I'm like, how long did it take us to learn that as a species? Right, okay, so what I'm hearing is maybe we take a long time to learn things that then change things very quickly, and then maybe we don't know what to do with those changes. Anyways, shall we refer back to my technological decalogical? Okay, well, I'm going to be assessing your pigmentation really quickly. I'm going to be looking at this very professional pigmentation report right here. Right, okay. Okay, interesting. We're just going up and down right here. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to be right there. Okay, wait a minute. I did it. So now I'm going to be just erasing a couple of your little features. Yeah, just going to kind of like put just a little bit of this pigment onto that pigment, and then maybe then you'll feel better about yourself. If not, then maybe the problem's inside of your brain and not inside of your face. Although your face might be causing your brain to hurt, but in reality it's your brain causing your face to hurt, because even Megan Fox was all like, I don't like the way I look. And the moment she said that, I went, no, Megan Fox, no way, no way. So this is a brain problem. This is completely a brain problem. So let us just go in right here, and I'm just going to be, excuse my throat sounds. I am but a mere mortal. Soon enough my body will not be making any throat sounds, and I will be but ash. And then I'm just going to be going in right here. Just stay very still for me. Thank you. Very good. Okay. A little bit right here. Very good. And a little bit right there. Very good. Okay. Let me check that my doohickey is not facing the fabric, because then it'll start making rustling sounds instead of just capturing my voice, and then it's going to be really annoying, because if it doesn't capture my voice, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. And then it's going to capture the jewelry, but whatever. Maybe this will be better. Okay, I'm just going to be holding it. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm just going to be clipping your ugly from your face. So stay very still for me. I'm just going to go in right here. Okay. Now, stay very still for me. Again, I'm going to be clipping the other side of the ugly from your face. Okay, very good. Now stay very still for me. I'm going to be clipping the other side of the ugly from your face. So I'm just going to be going up here really quickly. Very quickly. Oh, stay very still. Stay very still. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, now I'm just going to be going downwards, clipping the ugly from your face. Right there. Okay, very good. Perfect. Now, I'm just going to be putting this random pretty watch on your face, just because maybe if something is pretty on your face, people will look at the pretty watch instead of your face. I think that's the reason why jewelry was invented by the aristocrats, was just so that way when you would look at them, you would be more enticed by their jewelry rather than by their face, because oftentimes their face was kind of trying to hide the soullessness behind their bodies, considering how, you know, if you're living for decadence, what are you actually living for if not just external crap? So I'm just going to be putting this little piece of jewelry right there, right in front of your face, right there. And I'm just going to be grabbing another one. I'm just going to be putting it right there, right in front of your face, right there. Let me pull my hair back. Okay. Let me just mark up the spots that I've already worked on. Okay. I'm going to be marking this spot up, and I'm going to be marking this spot up, and I'm going to be marking this spot up. Okay. Now I'm going to be marking the spots that I really like. I'm going to be putting a little heart right there, little heart right there, little heart right there, and a little heart right there. And now I'm going to be putting a little X in the spots that I still need to work on just a little bit more. Okay, very good. And then I'm going to be putting a little star in whatever spots I feel like you need a star on. Have you ever tried like getting like I saw this person where they were like using like a star clipper, where it's like one of those like paper mache, or not paper mache, but like a paper cutter, where they would like cut pieces of paper into like shapes, and someone grabbed like an onion peel, and they grabbed that paper cutter, and then they put it onto the onion peel, and they like cut a piece of onion out of the paper peel, and then they put that piece of star onion onto like wool or like cloth, and then they ended up dyeing the cloth based off of that like onion dye with the star paper clipper. That's what I'm doing with your face right now with this. I'm just gonna temporarily dye it, although I think that one might have been permanently dyed. I was kind of questioning though, because I was like, but what if like the dye streams, like what if it starts to stain downwards in a way that you don't like it dyeing? But then I just kind of went, well, you know, you just kind of vibe with the patterns, I guess. So I'm just gonna be going a little bit right there. Okay. Are you familiar with time travel? Like how time is like this wibbly wobbly little, you know, ball of nothingness, as opposed to just a linear line? No, you like it being a linear line? Same, I enjoy it being a linear line. That's why I like clocks. Just give it to me linearly, but in a nice little cool round circle fashion. However, I think we do need to transport into time. I'm going to be putting your consciousness into the consciousness, or at least attempting to put your consciousness into the consciousness of the TARDIS. That way it can take you to another position in time or space where you might think of yourself as being pretty, but if that doesn't work, then I do have a backup method that I will be using. Okay, Very well. Well, in that case, I'm going to be releasing the ugly from your face once again. So I'm just going to be removing the little clips that I put into your face. I'm just going to be removing this one. I'm going to be going over here and removing this one. I'm going to be going over here and removing this one. And I'm going to be going over here and removing this one. Okay. I'm going to be basically watering your face down into this sort of like liquid, so that way I can pour it into the TARDIS, and then I'm going to send it off. And if you don't go with it, then I'm going to have to use my backup method. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to be turning you into a little bit of a liquid. Okay. And I'm just going to be putting you into the TARDIS. Have you been, no. Here, let me just remove the watches from your face. I'm just going to take off the other one. Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to put a little more water into your face. Okay. And now I'm just going to be you're still here, right? Well, I guess that because nothing really adequately worked, we could always just try and use some sunglasses and just hide your face that way until you get older. How does that sound? Yeah, let's just wear sunglasses. Yeah, don't worry. They can't see us if we can't see them.